Okay, it's time for a Tesla update here. So let me zoom out here a little bit. So we got this move down here last week. I think I made an update on Friday, but I didn't do one after the market. I see this as 5 waves, more than likely. Either way, I'm looking at this whole move as basically it's either going to be A, B, C like that, or we're looking at a bigger move down here. It just kind of depends on this right here. If this ends up being a 5-wave move, we could potentially be headed to 280. I would say that's highly unlikely right now, just because the overall market is kind of toppy. So I'm leaning towards this being a first wave. I'm going to leave it as 1 or C right now. We got a nice bounce out of here. Last week in the video, I told you I bought 238 and I bought some more at 234. I got out right here because I saw this as 5 waves from the bottom. And then we got this move right here. I bought some this morning right here, sold up here, only because it got invalidated. I was expecting that to be the start of the move up. Got invalidated. We came all the way back down here, rebought some more. I'm currently holding those right now. And yeah, so this is probably wave 1 right here, and we're currently in a wave 2. So I would like to see 233.33 hold, and I would look for something like this. That's what I want to see either way, and I'd be looking for potentially 245.56. And if that happens, then that can either be the third wave or that can be the C wave. It's also possible that we kind of go out here and just stay within the parallel lines. But if we're looking for a second wave here, whoops. If we're looking for a second wave, then we need to hit at least, or we should hit 242.20, and that's also in the daily supply zone. So 242.20 seems like that should be hitting at least coming up. And again, invalidation on this move is probably below 233.30. So if we were to sell off from here, even though this looks very corrective on lower time frames, you can see here we got ABC, and then we came back up here, kind of no 5-wave move. This doesn't look like a clean 5-wave move to me either, but it probably is on lower time frames. And so this is the most likely route. So even if you see this video now, you could probably buy and put a stop below the low and make some pretty good money. So that's my current thoughts on Tesla. I'm waiting to see if this is a third wave or a C wave. Again, if it's a C wave, we're looking at it like this. Probably going to aim for something around 215, 220, considering the 1.61 fib is all the way down here. Actually, probably aim for like 215 because the 1.61 fib is at 220. So you'd be looking at it like this, and then bounce, and then have another move down. So maybe even like 210 to 215. The 1.61 fib of AB is sitting at 211.63. So there you go. Those are the two possibilities. We either bottomed here, or that's wave 1 of C. That's what I see here on the chart. If we bottom there, then we can go all the way up to potentially 280 or so. So that is Tesla. Let's go over QQQ now. So QQQ, I think it probably topped out right here. However, after it topped out right here, 5 waves, we got an ABC move. And you can see here that this probably invalidated, or the 5th wave probably ended right here for the A wave. I'm thinking we're probably going to get something for the next couple of days chopping around up here. And that's going to allow most of the stocks to retrace, including Tesla. And then I would be looking for probably a move down to 376. So something like this. And then that would just probably be the A wave. Again, if this is 5 waves, you can see I have it labeled here as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're looking for a minimum pullback. Minimum, it could be the top too, minimum pullback of 367. So this is actually a good time to be reloading shorts. If we go up here and fill the gap from this morning here at 389.40, that's going to be a really good spot to add shorts for the next move down. So that's QQQ. I haven't looked at any of the tech stocks again. I'll probably look at those tonight. I can look at them real quick, but I don't have. I probably won't have that much to say about them until I actually look at the charts. However, I would say this probably topped out, Microsoft. And again, that's either wave 1 or it's most likely wave 1 or that's the 5th wave. So this could be the 5th wave overall. But, so this would look like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or, again, this can end up being a 1st wave, 2nd wave, if we get some kind of crazy run. And I'm actually kind of expecting that, to be honest, but we'll see. If Microsoft topped out, you're looking at a minimum pullback of 345. So that's another 23 bucks. So there's Microsoft, Tesla. I'll go over PayPal real quick. PayPal, not really that much to say about it. It's pretty much flat. I'm still expecting this to hit 61, 62 bucks. And that's probably going to be a good sell point, to be honest. For a swing trade, you're probably going to get a pullback here after that. SoFi, I did a video on. It's just consolidating more, I think, before the next move higher. And NEO, I think I said in the last video, there's a gap filler at 780. This looks to me like a B wave right here. So I would actually favor this doing this. There's a gap fill here at 780. So I don't expect this to fly. It could, because they do have earnings, but there's a gap fill up here. So it hits 780. I know you're still in a weekly demand zone, so that's another reason why this is kind of iffy. I wouldn't really put a ton of weight into selling right here if you're long, but it is something to watch out for, because if it gets an ABC move, you could get something when we pull back in the market like this. Another move down, and hopefully it would hold the weekly demand. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on NEO. And let's look at the dollar real quick. So the dollar is retracing still. It looks like a 5-wave move to me. Again, the minimum pullback here is 104.90. Probably looking at something at least to 105.60 to 106. And then that's going to be a 2nd wave, and then I'm looking for that huge move down after that. That's kind of why I favor Microsoft going higher, Tesla going higher, and all the rest of the tech stocks going higher, probably all the growth stocks going higher as well. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Tesla, again, the minimum I'm looking for is probably 242. That's right into demand. Maximum is probably 245, and then we'll see, is that a 3rd wave, or is that going to be the C wave before we get the next 3rd wave down? I'm leaning towards this happening. And then this could be a lot of different things. This could be A, B, C, like that, or it can be, there's probably a good chance it's going to be that. It could be, this would be kind of crazy. Could be 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And that would only be the 3rd wave, and then we would pull back and even go higher than that. It'd probably go to all-time highs. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Expect some more chop over the next couple of days and probably some more run on these growth stocks and Tesla retracing a little bit more. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more updates. Maybe I'll try to do another video after the market closes. I'm just doing one now because all the stocks I'm trading are just kind of sitting there, not doing that much. And yeah, we'll see what happens the rest of the day. Probably a video later.